Hello dear, and welcome to this very brief analysis on GBPUSD for the very last week of May 2015. The week that just ended actually ended contrary to our forecast and analysis in the past week. We had analyzed that for the bullish continuation we had the week before this that just ended, that we will be expecting GBPUSD to rise to as high as 1.59, but all that were not to happen as fundamental information from the US and that from the US in particular favored the dollar against the pound sterling. So the week that just ended instead formed a dark cloud cover, as you could see it here. Now with this formation, it's very clear, obvious that in the very last week of May, that's talking of May 25 to 29th, that the markets would be pretty bearish. So the market is going to be falling from this coming week, and we should expect that. So all we'll be looking for will be patterns, bearish reversal patterns that will signal for us to make sell entries. Now on Monday we'll be expecting also bearish movements in price. That's for GBP USD. As you could see here, you can see that the past day on Friday, the market closed with a bearish engulfing pattern, signaling that on Monday the market will also experience some bearish movements. All right, and with that in place and settled, let's quickly pick out some key Fibonacci levels to watch based on the fall from the high of last week. That's the week before the week that just ended, down to the low of this week that just ended now. We will be having some key retracements around these areas: 1.5586 for 38.2% and 1.5629 for that's 50% retracements, and of course 1.5673 if price ever gets there. And again, we could also look at the high of this week that just ended to the low, plotting the Fibonacci retracement there also, and we are going to be having 38.2 retracement around 1.5560 and 50% at 1.5595, and of course 60% at 1.5630. All right, so we'll be watching these levels carefully, and we'll be watching out to see reversal patterns that could take place around here, so we could take action. Okay, and then let's also seize the opportunity and run pivot points analysis for this. We have the high for this week that just ended around 1.5745. So we go to our pivot points calculator at NForex, and let's make the computation there. 1.5745, and the low can be found around 1.57, pardon me, 1.5445, 1.5445, and then we'll have the close at 1.5486. Now this is based on the information on InstaForex platform anyway, because what we have here might not be the same as what you have on platforms that close perhaps an hour later than InstaForex, because some platforms are closed around 1.547 something. So it's very likely that by the time the market opens on Monday, or rather Sunday night, is going to open with a gap to the downside. So we might be expecting a downside gap on Monday. So just prepare for that. Okay, so let's quickly look at the open price. That's around 1.5743, 1.5743. All right, we'll calculate. And so here are the floor power point levels to watch: 5559, 5559, and we have 5560. So 38.2 retracements, and the weekly pivot point there, they intersect. And another level here, we have the 5672, that's first level of resistance there, which actually is around 61.8% of the fall from 1.5814. Okay, then we also have Camarilla sell at 1.5569 and the weekly pivot at 1.5559, which actually intersect with the fall from 1.5745 to 1.5445, the 38.2 retracements level. They tend to have an intersection. So by and large, we'll be looking at selling around this area here. So just watch out for the key levels around between 1.5595 down to 1.5560. So where price is, by the time there is very possible weekend gap to the downside, to the south, it may not last for so long, because it might just retest the 544 level here, 445 level here, and then pull back to descend. And also try and look out for the COT reports. Now the COT reports for GBP also signal what we may likely experience in the coming week. So we are likely to experience a sell of pound sterling. You can see open interest here is in the negative, and overall that's total positions. We have more positive numbers for short and less negative for long GBP, and open interest negative. So what we have here is a clear indication of what we should also be expecting, that GBPUSD is on the downside in the coming week also. All right, so that's how far we would want to play the game for GBPUSD in the coming week. Here are the key areas where we'll be looking forward to making a sell that could. Now if we want to, that's the daily Fibonacci retracement based on the high of Friday to the low of Friday. Apparently we also be seeing some movements here: 1.5547, 1.5560, 557, okay, 5575, and 1.5602. So very likely these are the key areas we'll just be looking after for. We will not hesitate to make our sell orders around these places. So you just take this as a guide and play and trade to win. See you at the top.